It's now 7 minutes after 8, and this is Morning Express. We are going to shortly get into sports chat, but let's start off with the traffic update on Kenyatta Avenue roundabout. And as you can see, it is pretty heavy going in and out, but it is flowing. There seems to be a lot of traffic outbound and also inbound into the city, and that's Kenyatta Avenue roundabout. Well, that's a traffic update, and in case you see any incidents once you leave wherever you're watching from, feel free to let us know. The hashtag is Morning Express KTN, and we shall keep everybody informed. After that, would like to get straight to Robin Toskin, who is in Shauri Moyo, and he already gave us a brief. He's going to be looking at several sporting activities that take place in Shauri Moyo, including basketball and also badminton for those who might be disabled. So Robin Toskin, over to you. What's happening in Shauri Moyo?
Thank you once again, Mike. As I told you, I am inside one of the oldest facilities, sporting facilities in the east of Nairobi, and this is YMCA here at Kamukunji. And I can tell you, it's amazing. It's a hive of activity. There are basketball players taking their paces, training inside here. There are that's wheelchair boxers. We also have the para badminton players. They are also training inside here. And this, I can tell you, is a strong indictment of all officials that are involved in sports development, because inside this old dilapidated building we have great talent that's coming through, and shortly I'll be talking to you and to also the officials who are involved in nurturing the talent inside here. And shortly, like you can see from the background, you can see all these kids training here, making sure that they keep themselves up to date with what is happening in the sport of basketball. And right now here, we have in front of you Evelyn Kedogo, who is a technical development officer in basketball. He's a former basketball player, and now she's giving back to the community, and she's here to talk to us about basketball. Karibu sana, Evelyn.
Asante sana.
Yes. Great to see you. I can see you've got a lot of company here, and who are they?
We do. Nelly Odera, team manager Eagle Wings. Pamela Sinda, team manager Lawrence Olum, LOF Spears.
Wow.
Yep.
Karibuni sana.
Asante sana. Thank you very much.
Asante, nice to be here.
Okay. Well, like you've heard from her, I don't know, what is going on behind you, Evelyn?
Behind me, there is Eagle Wings and Lawrence Olum Foundation teams training here. Both teams, I coach both teams. Lawrence Olum Foundation is a team that just started this year. We stand for sports and education. Eagle Wings has been there for some time now, and this facility is one of the places that we opt to train. Yeah.
You've heard the name Lawrence Olum Foundation. For those of you in the world of football, you know exactly who Lawrence Olum is, former Harambee Stars player. I'm not sure if he has retired, because he has not come back to us to say that he's quitting the national team. But the lanky defender has really done proud for us as Kenyans, and now he's giving back to the community through the Lawrence Olum Foundation Spears, the team behind here. You said, when was it from?
This year, maybe the team manager, Pamela, can talk about that.
Yeah. Pamela.
Thank you.
Tell us a little about
Hello. The Lawrence Olum Foundation is a foundation that identifies and nurtures youth talent through education and sports. So we thought we could start with a basketball team to give these girls an opportunity. Most of them are between 18 and 25 years old. You know, with them an opportunity for them to expose talent through basketball.
Well, I'm also told that there's Eagle Wings inside here. Amongst these kids, who are Eagle Wings?
Eagle Wings is in the Premier League. We are a ladies team, a self-sponsored team in the Premier League. Yes, we started about 10 years ago. So we normally come here to train because it's a place we have found is very friendly to us, very pocket friendly, because we don't have to pay too much to be members in this place. And as we are here, we can also help other ladies to learn how to play basketball. As you can see, they have coached our coach. LOF has coached our coach, and is also helping them to grow to be better basketballers.
She says it is pocket friendly, but I don't know technically in terms of basketball development, how pocket friendly can it be in terms of course, vis-a-vis the technical development? And Evelyn should be able to tell us If it is pocket friendly, but in terms of technical development, do you think this is the ideal place?
This place is ideal for us at the moment because we don't have any other structure to use at the moment. Basketball used to be played at Nyayo. Kasarani has the best facility, but it's underutilized with the highest cost to the self-sponsored teams like we are. So we opt for YMCA. You just need to be a member and maybe at a small cost have a facility for training during your sessions. Yeah.
Yes, and how are the kids, taking it? Is it that they enjoy training under such facilities, or they feel that better could have been done?
Number one, basketball is an indoor game. So it's the only available indoor facility right now. And I think it's okay for them. You're not hit by the sun. There's no rain hitting us at some point like it's rainy this time. So we have an advantage over other people because we consistently have to train every day, as opposed to other teams that now have to maybe take a shelter out of the rain or something like that. So it's also pocket friendly because the girls find it easier to come here to train here.
Well, Eagle Wings, you took them all the way to position 3 in Africa. Under these conditions, under these circumstances?
Yes, we were blessed enough to have good talent at the time. So whenever they get time to practice, they come and practice. And when they have this facility, it's easier for them to come at any time. They don't have to wait for specific times when they can come and train. And we can have a longer time. We can train until the night because we have light over here, which one of the advantages that they've also had. But also dedication. The girls had dedication all the time coming for training, and they were listening. They were ready to learn, ready to listen to what was being told, and they didn't have too many demands, which was helpful for us.
Well, you've heard it from the Eagle Wings coach, and we mentioned about the Lawrence Olum Foundation. You can see she's the coach. Looking at Eagle Wings, the far they've gone, almost conquering Africa, but then training under these facilities. I don't know. What do you think about LFC? Do you think this is the ideal place for them, and what are your long-term plans?
At the moment, like Kedogo says, this is the only facility that is available in terms of training basketball. The rest of them are outdoor, and with it being cost-friendly, so we intend to train here a little longer until probably we can get an alternative. But so far, this works good for us. In terms of long-term plans, Lawrence Olum Foundation looks to get into other sports, and soccer especially, because Lawrence is a professional soccer player, so we must get into soccer. In terms of basketball, we are in the league right now, playing in the Nairobi League. So far, we are doing very well. We intend to go as far as the Premier League, then at least you can compete at a higher level, of course.
You must be wondering, where is Lawrence Olum? And lucky that we have someone who can talk about him. Where is Lawrence Olum?
He plays soccer for the Portland Timbers in the Major League Soccer, so he's still a very active player. Yes.
Very active, and as you know, Harambee Stars now has a new coach, that is Sebastian Minye. I don't know if he will be in his plans to make sure that he comes into the national team fold, because it's been some time before he played for the national team. But shortly we'll be talking to one of the players of the team inside here, inside YMCA, and I think, who is your captain?
Start with maybe Lucy for Eagle Wings. Yeah. Lucy! And then and we have Jillian for LOF Spears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just give me this background. Karibu Sana, the captain of Eagle Wings. Yeah, talk to us. What's your name?
I'm Lucy Machuma. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Of course, we can see what is going on here. It's about sports, recreation, so that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eagle Wings is one of the big teams in Kenyan basketball, and she'll be talking to us about Eagle Wings. What are the chances of Eagle Wings winning the league this season?
Okay, I may say for now, the league has just started, and we're scouting for players. We still have our other players. Players are like shifting teams and all. So chances are we should know in the next 2 weeks when the league has really picked up. You know what you have on the ground, then you can be able to predict, am I going to win this or not? Yes.
If my colleague Mike Gitonga, you are listening, Eagle Wings is also looking for players. I don't know if you'll be able to be signed. I don't know. Yeah. Looking at the league, the Kenyan game, where do you think we are now in terms of playing the game, competing with the African teams, and also looking forward to playing at a higher level?
Kenya team, we have a lot of potential. I think maybe we may not really just know it very well, but we have a lot of potential, and we have players all over the country. It's just about scouting and getting more. But as for now, we are not badly off, because the last African Club Championship, the Kenyan teams were number 5 and number 6. So that means we are number 5 and 6 in Africa.
But of course, you must be aiming higher than that.
Of course. We need to aim for number 3 before we aim for number 1. So we are aiming for 4, 3, 2, then 1.
But surely with these kind of facilities, I don't think the national government has done enough to make sure that you have the facilities. Now that you have to train here at YMCA, do you think it is enough?
It may not be enough for now. That's why stakeholders like team managers and coaches are really pushing the national government to come up with programs, even outdoor courts or more indoor courts, so that we can improve. Because basketball is not all about just shooting the ball. Sometimes we need gym work and strength training and running on the field. So as they push, the stakeholders push, then the players will be available to do the necessary.
Exactly. That's what she's saying, that players are there. We've got the talent. And shortly we'll be talking to the captain of LOFC to tell us also about their chances. Asante sana. Karibu. Your name, please?
I'm Jillian Akinyi. I'm the captain of Love Spears. Yes.
Yeah, I'm told it's a very young team, and how excited are you? How is it? How good is it, to be part of the team that has just started its life?
It's a nice experience, being that we are the pioneering team of the foundation, which they recently had tryouts. That was in March, and we started playing the league in April. So all I can say, so far so good. There's a bright future ahead.
You must be really thankful of Lawrence Olum, because he played for Harambee Stars. I don't know if you had an opportunity to watch him play for Harambee Stars.
Not really, but the fact that he's our founder, and with all the support he's giving us and showing us, the best we could do is just win any game that comes our way. Yeah.
Great. This is great news. She's talking about Lawrence Olum, who has really come through to make sure that he gives back to the society, although he still plays for the national team. And shortly, we will be talking to one gentleman who has ensured that the youth in Eastlands have an opportunity, to train and make sure that they improve on their talent. And that is Mr. Jared Musimi, who should be making his way now to this place so that he talks to us about the facility of YMCA here in Nairobi. Jared Musima is the Secretary General of YMCA Kenya. Karibu sana to KTN. Yeah. Naambiwa this facility started way back in 1962, and it's now still giving back to the community. How have you guys managed to do it all this time?
Yeah, we've been able to continue this because this is within our vision. Our vision of Kenya YMCA is to empower young people for the African Renaissance, and our mission is to facilitate their physical, spiritual, and mental well-being. And a part of that mission is to ensure that we create space for young people to come and exploit their talents at the fullest. And this is a space that we have provided them to come here so that they can they can exploit their talents to the fullest. Over the years, we have been providing these facilities for young people in the Eastlands to come and use it for different sports. That is volleyball, basketball, and badminton. And most of the time, they use it free of charge. And we've been struggling to maintain it, because if they are using it free of charge, then it means maintaining costs becomes a challenge, because we have nowhere to get the resources. But we talk to our members, sometimes to the youth themselves, to be able to help us to achieve this. Sometimes we have 200 teams coming over here of young people for various sports, and that one becomes also a good event to bring young people together so that we can be able to mentor them, can be able to coach them, and we can be able to do so many activities that can benefit them. This space is very useful for the young people because it makes them very active and prevent them from engaging in destructive modes of behavior. And therefore, when they come here, they can be able to utilize the energy they have in a more constructive way, such that they cannot be able to think about other evil things that can destroy their lives. And we believe that we'll continue doing this because our mission is to empower the young people, and this space is there for them. And one of the challenges is that this space is now becoming small because...
Yeah, of course, like I can see, just if my cameraman can just zoom in, he's just talked about empowering the youth, the young kids coming through to, explore their talent. And you can see very young kids inside the YMCA. Just in case you are joining us live now, we are live at YMCA here in Shauri Moyo, just off Jogoo Road, east of Nairobi. And Jared Musima, who is the Secretary General of YMCA Kenya, is talking to us about their organization, how they've been able to make sure that the community benefits from this facility. You talked about the challenges. How can these challenges be overcome?
Yeah, these challenges can only be overcome if we have more well-wishers coming on board to support us so that we can make this facility even better, we can maintain it, and we can develop more facilities. We also want to appeal to corporate organizations and institutions and even the government, if it is possible, to come on board, but we can be able to expand these facilities to be able to accommodate all the youth that come around to use these facilities. As you can see, we have a lot of space which we can use to develop these more facilities. Like out there, we can put 3 courts, whereby if the young people come here, they can get involved in various activities using that space. And this one requires enormous resources. For us to achieve that, maybe we might require something close to 30 million to be able to achieve this, but we have enough space to bring young people here, and we empower them in different ways, both spiritually and also intellectually, through the life skill programs that we run here around the year. And this will be very good for the young people who need this kind of programs.
Thank you. Thank you. That is Jared Musima, the Secretary General for YMCA, who have been kind enough to ensure that they allow the youth from around the community to come and train here. And remember, the YMCA, this institution we are in, was actually constructed in 1962, so many years down the line. And there have been so many other social halls within Eastlands. There was Mbotela, there was Jericho, there were so many others, but all of them have crumbled. The only one standing now is YMCA in Shauri Moyo. And as he has said, they require enormous amount of resources to ensure that this facility continues empowering the youth. Thank you very much, and we hope that you will continue serving the community.
Thank you very much. And we want to thank KTN for coming to this event and be able to expose it so that we can be able to talk to the world of the kind of program that we are running here to help empower the young people and also create space for them to exploit their talents.
Asante sana, Jared. Now, like I told you before, there are so many other activities that go on here. And in this tiny corner, you can see from afar, that is wheelchair boxing. It's amazing. Just looking at Kenyans, toiling, sweating, trying to make ends meet and also exploit their talent. Quite interesting. And I must admit that this is the first time I've seen wheelchair boxing. And wow, this. Well, look at that concentration in his eyes, determination. And you tell me that Kenya doesn't have talent, that Kenyans will not want to explore new frontiers. Well, coach, I'm sorry to interfere, but I can see from this corner inside YMCA, you guys are busy sweating it away. Yeah. And who could you be?
We are a wheelchair boxing club. We are called Westi Para Boxing Club. We just launched it recently, but it is yet to be launched in Kenya. We are just beginning, and it seems it is in Kenya and even in East Africa.
Wow, wow. And this guy here sweating the morning away, who are you? What's your name, sir?
My name is Duncan Karanja.
This sport, wheelchair boxing, for how long have you been involved?
6 months now. 6 months now. Yeah.
Yeah. What have you achieved in less than the 6 months you've been training?
I achieved more from my coach here because I know how to block, how to jump, how to guard myself. Yeah.
Well, this is wheelchair boxing. I just hope that so many other Kenyans out there watching this show now will be inspired to take up the sport and make sure that they earn a living out of it. Tell me your plans in, say, 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. What would you like to be?
Now my plan is to be a champion in Africa because this game our coach bring to us on last year. So I expect 2020 Japan Olympic. Yeah.
All dreams are valid. He says that 2020 Olympics in Japan, it will be happening in Tokyo. He hopes to be there. But then to get there, of course, he needs a lot of resources. And I don't know, from himself, what could be the challenges you are facing to ensure that you get to Tokyo, Japan?
Now, our challenge is big because we don't have enough wheelchair. Then we don't have bags. You know, we're boxing, we must have bags. We don't.
The punching bag.
Yes, we don't have gloves, enough gloves. So, head guard we don't have. So that is our challenge. Yeah.
Hopefully, whoever is watching this show, he's telling you about his dreams. He wants to be at Tokyo 2020. That is the Olympics. But then, tell me, how did you just get into this sport?
You know, I am a sportsman. Last year I played sitting volleyball. So our coach met us at Nyayo. Then he requested us to join wheelchair boxing. And I accepted him to join him for training. Yeah. Yes.
And so far, have you participated in any championship?
No, you know, there is no championship in Africa because in Africa there is no any other nation except Kenya. So our Kenya is a starter in Africa, wheelchair boxing. Yes.
Hopefully his dream will come to fruition, and of course the coach, we wish you all the best in ensuring that his dream comes through. And how many players so far have you recruited?
I've recruited around 6 players. In wheelchair boxing we have various incapacitation. Yeah. We have those who are amputated, and we have those who have polio, and those who are born with disability. So it attracted me to bring these people to the disabled people because my elder brother, he was a polio victim, and he's the one who coached me boxing. So this one got into me that even the disabled can do boxing. If my disabled brother taught me boxing, so I can also teach these people who are disabled. So that is what inspired me. Yes, sir.
Coach, we want to wish you all the best as KTN. KTN is always your home for sport, and we always pull all stops to make sure that we bring you those inspiring stories. And one of those inspiring stories, and which we'll be taking more time to focus on, is wheelchair boxing, and hopefully we'll be talking to them. And like I promised, we are also talking to badminton. That is the para badminton players, and this is para boxing. Now we are moving to the para badminton side, and hopefully you guys, we wish you all the best to ensure that you realize your dream. He realizes his dream. Thank you very much. Now, right behind me here, there is the para badminton group that is training inside the YMCA, and you can see everyone has his or her own sport, and you can see from the background all those players. It's humbling. It is inspiring in other words. Yeah, and you can see there's young kids, people of every, ability inside here training. And we would like to take a short break. And when we come back, we'll be talking to the para badminton team, which has just arrived actually last night from Kampala. And I'm told they came back with a bag full of gold medals, both gold, silver, and bronze. And shortly, we'll be talking to them. Please stay with us. This is the home of sport, and you'll be informed of all the issues. Let's take this short break, and when we come back, we continue with the program.